Hello, hello, hello. This is Felix from howtopracticedrawing.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how I do master studies to practice drawing and to practice my design skills. And this is an artist here that I really like. He's called Raimundo de Madrazo. He's a really cool realist artist, and basically how I like to do these is I just take a book by an artist I really like, and I flip through some of the drawings, and if I see something where I'm like, oh, I really love the design of it, for example here this one has really nice shapes, then I go, hey, let's do a quick study of that. And yeah, by doing these little studies, really what you pick up on is, on the one hand, the craftsmanship, how he created this realistic effect, but on the other hand also the design. So how did he manipulate the shapes, the lines, the rhythm underneath the shapes and the lines? How did he use value? How did he use edges to create this very beautiful looking painting? So that's really what master studies are for, to pick up the design and also to learn how they created the realism. It's these two things. And yeah, just grabbing a few books by your favorite artists and then studying them like this is really fun, really effective. Yeah, let's get into it. Right, as you can see, to get the accuracy, I'm trying to draw relatively quickly and just compare whatever I'm drawing to other points in the drawing. So let's say I'm at the top here of the forehead and I'm trying to figure out where this eyebrow is. I might compare this eyebrow to this, to the nose, just really quickly, because if you look back and forth between the reference and the drawing and you compare these points, you suddenly get a quick sense of whether, this eyebrow is roughly placed correctly. It's the same for let's say the tip of the nose. Okay, I got the eyebrow, and then I want to compare it where the nose should go. Or I compare the nose to here or to here. Or I compare it to, maybe I want to get now this mouth a little bit more cleanly in. And then it's always about comparing that point to a few other points quickly to judge whether you are in the right area. And it's kind of a nice little trick to get more accuracy in your drawing, without it being super slow and tedious as a process. So for example, here now I want to get the upper area of this little veil, and so I can just compare a little bit. Like I can use this ear to find the corner of the veil here, and then maybe I want the bottom corner of the veil, so I use this point here in the neck, compare these two, and that way I can quickly get in something that's ballpark right. And that's kind of the goal of this first pass anyways, is to get something in that, for example, I want to get the corner here. So I might go from the eyebrow, and the original, it's slight tilt here in the angle. So that, this kind of comparing of points is just a very helpful way to quickly get in. get some accurate measurements in, while at the same time being able to draw in a way that feels very non-boring, more dynamic, quick, almost like painting quickly. And yeah, it's kind of a funner way to think about it. Right, already having done this, I feel like I got a really nice sense now of the design that he created. And this little vignette with the veil, with the hair, and whatever else is here in the hair. That's really that's really the purpose of these studies. But now I'm going to go in and try and get in some value. So you can see the value of the hair is very dark, of the eyebrows and the eyes is very dark, and there's a bit of a shadow here, but that's really the darkest parts of this let's say painting. So I'm just going to try and get the study a little bit further by adding a little bit more darker tones here, modeling a little bit the halftones of the face, the shadow, and then just putting in some graphic flat values for the rest. And then I think I'm going to be done with it. So let's keep going. That's it. There was like a quick master study of Raimundo de Madrazo, and obviously you can take these very far. You can spend more time being super accurate in the beginning and then model it to a complete finish. But I actually kind of like just doing more of these, and the way to do more is also then to not push them to a perfect copy. In a way, I feel like I got a lot out of studying this little vignette type design of this veil. It's quite nice, like how he designed the shapes of the veil with the hair shape and all that. It's like when you draw it, you kind of get a feel for the rhythms, how they all connect. And the more you do this, the more you'll apply it in your own drawings. So when you draw people and you have to figure out how do you essentially make all the shapes and lines connect and flow with each other, these types of master studies really, they kind of help you absorb this sense for design. And design is simply the arrangement of these lines, these shapes, and the values to get a certain effect. So yeah, try these out. This was today's master study. And yeah, see you next time.